It would be only allowed for the Levites to go in. And so when we think about that, when we think about how it was done at that time, the idea that all people would then be allowed to come in, all people would be allowed to go in to the house of the Lord was jarring. It was shocking. The idea of going into the house of God, it wasn't simply to be able to go into that building, you see. It's about going in and seeing, experiencing the presence of God. One that at that time was only allowed for certain people. But for the psalmist here to open up that idea is then to say that for each and every one of us, we will be able to experience the presence of God forever. To dwell in the house of the Lord is to be with Him in His presence forever. Psalm 27:4 states this: "One thing have I asked of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in His temple." You see, if we understand the Lord to be God, who has shown His immense love and pursuit over His people to us, if you can recognize and understand and see all that God has done for you in your life, that same God is allowing you to be in His presence, is calling for you to be in His presence, is drawing you in to be in His presence, is pursuing after you to be in His presence, that you can gaze upon His beauty, you can be with Him, you can be in that place with Him. You can have communication with Him, you can inquire with Him. You see, when you understand that someone has loved you that much, isn't it natural for us to desire to be with that person? I think naturally it makes me think of parents, right? Especially maybe your mom, maybe your relationship with your parents, your relationship with the people that love you so dearly. Maybe you have a friend you're closest with, and you know they've shown you unconditional love. You know that they would be with you no matter what. And imagine not just knowing that they love you, but being able to be in their presence forever. Sounds great, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Would that not be where we would like to be? Would you not want to be in a place where you can spend every waking moment with that person? So you see this idea of being in the dwelling place, the house of the Lord forever. It's not about walking in righteousness. It's not about being in that house. It's not about reaching that destination in life. It's about understanding that God is a God who pursues you with all of His hesed, all of His unconditional love, His never-ending love, and He's pursued you to Himself, to His house, to His dwelling place, and He's calling you and drawing you to Him, the greatest love that we can ever experience in this lifetime and for all eternity. He is pursuing us to Him, that we would be with Him and with Him forever. Do you see how the author of this song did that? He said, all the days of my life, and then he says, forever. He says all of the days of my life here on this earth, but then he leaves off and extends that care and pursuit that God has over us to forever. God's desire is for us to be with Him forever, till the end, till beyond. That's His heart for us. To be with the one they call love. To be with the one that was willing to leave the 99 for the one lost sheep. To be the one, be with the one who loves us, despite all the sickness and sin and brokenness that we know and see within our own hearts, that He sees in our hearts, and yet He chooses to love and be with us forever. That leads me to my main point. Our God is our hope for our life, our future, and our eternity. God seeks to reveal this faithfulness, this love to each and every one of us. He reveals this love to be His hope for His people, that no matter where we might be in our lives, no matter how great or how low we might be, no matter how close we may seem to God, no matter how far we may seem to God right now, He is here saying, come to me. I desire that you be with me. I desire for you to understand and know my love for you, that I was willing to send my Son on the cross for your sake, to die that your sins may be forgiven. The one thing that separates you from me, the one thing that leads to permanent and eternal punishment. And instead of that, witness and experience my love for now, for your future, and for all eternity. For us, we must do our due diligence. Examine our own hearts, our pursuits, our faithfulness to God. Because as we check our hearts, when we examine our hearts, then we can see, are we that faithful person to God? Are we a part of the faithful people? The goodness about God's faithfulness and His goodness is He doesn't require that you be the most faithful. He's not sitting here saying, well, you're not living up to that. You're off the list. He knows and He understands. He sees where we are. And He continues to stay faithful. And He continues to call us. Continues to pursue us. That's the thing about pursuit. It doesn't just sit there and say, you're good enough and you're not good enough. Pursuit, it follows, it goes after. He runs after. No matter where you stand. Because He's chosen you. He's chosen to call you. He desires you. So for us,